along the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing to begin is Love. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Love. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now this looks like a design run. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. So Hopkins is the man in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. Still on the move. Inside the 10. just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The extra point is good. And the Browns will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. His throw left side is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. A gain of 16 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Uh-oh. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On fourth down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. His kick is good. And the Bucs get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And second and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he gets this up close to the 40. Tyke Smith there on the stop. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught, left side, it's complete. Down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
That one intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On play action, Love. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Browns. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Browns stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Receiver in motion, going right. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Browns will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's the option, running right. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man is Hopkins. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to set up the screen here. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Up the middle they go. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He's got it at the 3. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
So Hopkins is the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he foregoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And he's out of bounds, short of the first down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
So Hopkins is the man in motion. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this cannot be what they were hoping for. What a disaster. Hunter definitely in harm's way. They get nothing out of it and turn the ball over on downs. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. I fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 5. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Browns add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. They motion the slot man left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So Hopkins is the man in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. The left side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Browns have it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
He's got room to the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. It's a gain there of 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. He's inside the 40. inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick six. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Love to throw it on first down. Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So Hopkins is the man in motion. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Throwing right, it's taken in. He's into the clear again. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He's inside the 30. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. His drive will start on the ground, and he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. We'll go play action with Love. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Back to throw. throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The ball's out. The Browns have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
They'll run on second down. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Love to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Love. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now a give up the middle. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Now an option here, left side, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And the defense has it.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Browns. The extra point is good, and the Browns stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man is Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Back to the air one more time. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So Hopkins is the man in motion. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Browns are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.